let's work on these things together. Let's have a conversation together about what our future is going to look like if I am successful, if I do blow up, if all of these things happen. Because
Yes.
feelings of jealousy is normal. I can say to somebody, hey, I'm jealous. I want you to talk to me the way you talk to that other person. I mean,
Hmm.
I feel jealous about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about that
Yes.
openly. And it has to go from a place of self-reflection, mindfulness, to have a conversation.
Mhm.
I noticed you were on the phone with that person for 2 hours. I'd like to have a 2-hour conversation with you. That makes me feel jealous. Why not
Mhm.
say that and
Mhm.
openly be what am I saying is to be vulnerable with each other. You still can do that with your significant other. You can be vulnerable and talk about the things that might hurt you and what you want to see. I want you to pay as much attention to me as you pay to everybody else. It's okay
Alicia,
to do that.
yes, I'm so glad you said that because I was just when you were speaking, I was just going to say that it's normal. It's normal to have feelings of jealousy when and jealousy comes in different varieties, right? You can be jealous if you're in a romantic relationship that your partner is getting too much attention from the opposite sex or from, you could be jealous that maybe their dreams and their goals are happening faster than your dreams and your goals. And that's what I was about to say. Here's the thing, having the conversation, right, is important. And it's important for that person who is feeling that because that's normal. Like, I'm trying to get this thing off and everything is happening for you. I can see how that can make you feel jealous. I think where it goes left is that jealousy turns into spite, turns into maybe sabotaging behaviors and things like that. I've experienced some of that, right? And it would have been different if the person came to me and was like, you know what? Yeah, I get that I'm acting in this way and I'm doing this because I'm feeling a little less than right now because you're moving and I feel like maybe you're leaving me behind or whatever. Conversation is so important. I'm so glad that you brought that up. And we definitely don't do enough of that. Just in having this conversation, we're just very quick to say that person's jealous or they're acting funny, which two things can be true. But what are we really doing to rectify it? But also, it takes two people to do that. That other person has to be in a space where they're willing to be honest about their behavior and what they're feeling and come to you and say, all right, let's have this conversation. I think that that's workable. That's totally 100% workable. So thank you so much for that. Let's see in the comments. There was one comment. Okay. The Real Black Lexicon said, I've developed zero tolerance for jealousy, not mediated. Not mediated. What does that mean? Meaning not having someone else, meaning you're not willing to mediate it, or not you would want someone else to come in and be a mediator. That's interesting. Okay, well, let me see. If we're talking about a man, because we're talking about Portia's comments, right? If we're talking about a man who is insecure, right? How can a man become secure when his woman starts winning and he's seeing that? And I'm talking about not a man who is an opportunist. We're not talking about that type of situation. We're talking about a man who actually loves that woman and is actually struggling with, I'm just not feeling it right now. And I'm feeling down on myself. And this is happening with her. How can he become secure